Hey guys, some of my videos are fun, they're entertaining. I got my kids in the videos, we're talking about the cool things that we're doing. Trying to have a good time a lot of the time, but sometimes I just gotta shoot from the hip, not worry about who I'm entertaining, and just really come to Jesus. And I think that's what this video is gonna be. I just need to get some things off my chest. I need to admit a couple things and tell you about some reality, some literally life-altering realities that have crossed my family's path this week. So hope you tune in. It's a long one. It's about 13-14 minutes, but I hope you enjoy. Hope you stick around, and if you get to the end, leave me a message and we'll talk. So here goes nothing. Alright, hey, haven't been doing videos here recently. Haven't been doing a very good job of things, but I am going for a walk. Basically, really not sure to say here, but I got a lot on my mind, and I kind of want to just go over some things for you guys. So, yeah, here we go. So the last couple of weeks have been real garbage. I don't really know how to really say it other than wasn't feeling good. My body started hurting. I got sick. Just didn't feel like doing very much, so I didn't. And because I don't have very good control over my eating habits, I just slipped into eating junk. I mean, I'm talking probably 2-3 weeks, and I'm just eating, well, crap. You know, snack cakes. We had ice cream last night. Just junk. So I've not been feeling motivated. My back's hurting, doing all that. So a little bit of medical history. A couple years ago, I was told that I had really low testosterone, and that that's one of the reasons why I'm not very motivated, and that's why my health isn't very good and all that. So I basically used that as an excuse to fail. Like, oh, I can't lose weight because testosterone problems, you know, and I could go on and on. That was 2-3 years ago. Well, a new endocrinologist came into town, and her first actual day with an office was yesterday. So I went to go see her, and she completely changed the way I think about things. Basically, my deal is my testosterone is low, but there's a difference between testosterone, free testosterone, how it affects you, where it's affecting everything else. Basically, that's not my problem. A lot of my problem is with insulin. She could tell just by, like, if you look at my knuckles, I don't know if you can tell it here, but they're kind of darker at the knuckle. I got some deals on my elbows, and she could instantly see that I've got this insulin buildup. And then there's much more to it. A lot more science. She spent over 45 minutes with me, just kind of giving me a breakdown. It was eye-opening, just incredibly eye-opening. But the reality is, it's because I eat like crap. You know, high fat, high sugar, high everything. Is if I can put it in my mouth, I'm eating it. And when I eat healthy, you know, even all these processed foods, I'm still just, you know, junk. It's garbage. And so it was really kind of eye-opening. So basically, I need to just get off my butt again and stop, you know, making videos of me smiling, talking about how good I'm doing, and face some basic facts. One, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to lose weight, and my weight is affecting my health. I'm 41 years old, over 400 pounds, and so I got to fix that. But I watched a video from Joe Rogan, and if you know Joe Rogan, he does the UFC stuff, and basically what he said was, I wish I could remember what it's called. It's called something along, and I'll link it in the video. Be the hero of your story, I think it's what it's called. And he basically asks, he says, if you were a hero in your own life story, what would he do? And, you know, he basically talks about how you have to forgive and just basically get over and forget all the things that you've done in the past that suck, you know. One of my problems, and I know I'm rambling here, but I apologize. If you know me, you know my brain goes everywhere. One of my biggest problems is, you know, I look at myself and talk about all my failures. You know, for the last 4 years, 5 years, I've done this wrong, or I've lost jobs because of stupid things, and I've been really down on myself. You know, I guess maybe you can even call it a depression. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a depression, but I don't know. But he basically says, if it happened last year, if it happened 5 years ago, if it happened yesterday, it's over. Forget about it. Move on. Forgive yourself for it. You know, in the hero story, everything happens bad to the hero, but the hero doesn't latch on to that. He just claims his future. And that's something I've really not done very well. You know, I look in the mirror and I don't see a hero at all. I see, and you hear me today, I call myself a fat guy all the time. And that's kind of what it is. It's a defense mechanism, because if I can joke around and I call myself the fat guy, then guess what? When someone else calls me the fat guy, I've taken that power away from them, because obviously it's not something that bothers me. I mean, even though it does. So that's my defense mechanism. So this Joe Rogan thing was, just take control of your life, do it now. Don't blame yourself for yesterday's failures, and you know, it starts today. So that's, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be mad that I ate ice cream yesterday, but I'm not going to eat ice cream today. And the doctor told me to do some more things. Lower carbs. She says 15 to 30 calories a day, a meal. So not extreme, not keto, not Atkins, nothing like that. But she says, if you have one fist of carbs per plate, or like per meal, then that's what you can have. So I mean, so that much carb I can have. So if that's grains, if that's broccoli, whatever it is, that's what I can have. And you know, honestly, I can do without a lot of those things. I'm not a big carby guy. My problem is the sweets and things like that. So anyway, so there's that. I've been rambling on that for a long time. But that's something I need to do. But it's one thing where I can sit here and talk about my failures and what I've done wrong, but when it's someone that I love dearly, and they start having effects based on their health, and I'm going to tread on some dangerous ground here, because I'm going to talk about my wife for a second. Most beautiful person I've ever met in my life. She is how I function. Everything that I do to honor her. Most sacrificial person I've ever met. You know, I married an angel. I mean, and I can be cheesy, I can say any of that stuff, but yeah, that's the woman I married is, you know, the most important person for me. And so she just went to the doctor today, and again, I don't know if she wants me telling this story, but I'm gonna into it anyway, and I'll just apologize later. But her name's Melissa, and she went to the doctor. She's been having cramps like in her right shoulder and her abdomen, and you know, things like that. And she wants to lose some weight, but she's on her feet all the time, man. She probably does 10,000 steps a day, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles a day. She works in the ER saving lives. She's now a trainer, helping others learn how to save lives. And she doesn't eat that much. She doesn't overeat. And she can't seem to hit her goals either. So she was told today that she's got like a 98% chance that she's probably going to have gallbladder surgery and go under the knife, be out for a week, all of that. And I'm going to tell you something. As a husband, as the person that's supposed to protect her, the person who would step in front of a moving bus to give her a fighting chance, that scares me to death. Putting her under anesthesia scares me a lot. And a lot of that, as I started researching gallbladder, it's because of the way we eat. I mean, really, essentially, you know, it's part of the filtration system. And, you know, I mean, I don't want to do all the science behind that. You can Google that. That scares me to death. And I know it's because a lot of the things that she eats are the things that I eat, you know, as a family. You know, the high processed foods. She loves her carbohydrates and pastas. She doesn't overeat. She doesn't do anything like that. She eats like a normal human being. I mean, I don't, but she does. She eats healthy. She cooks, you know, every night I have a full 3-4 course meal on my plate every night, no matter how hard she works. And she'll have that there for us because that's what she does to take care of her family. But, yeah, so that surgery, I mean, it might not be a big deal, but it is to me. So I was talking to my buddy Kevin today, and I said, that's it, you know, and I told Melissa, we're done with these foods. You know, we buy snacks for the kids. We have treats. We have all these, no, the hell with that now. You know, it's time. You know, if today, July 3rd, 2018, has to be the day where we say, that's it, well, I'm okay with that. Because my bad decisions, and as the leader of my family, my bad decisions on the foods that I intake is affecting my wife. We need to know better. We need to say, no, we're not eating that. Why? It tastes good, but so what? That's not what we're here for. It's not what's good for us long term. You know, we're in our 40s, early 40s. She's literally just 40. And she might kill me for saying that, but yeah, I'm rambling. This is not an exciting video. If you got that far, then I'm already impressed. But the reality is, you know, we talk a good game. I got the cool little logo on my websites and Facebook groups and the rah-rah-rahs. But I'm on a course for death if I don't fix the way I eat. I'm taking my wife down that path. And bluntly, I'm taking my kids down that same path by giving them that same crap that I stuffed on my hole. So it's changing. It's going to change. And it's going to change now. We don't have a lot of money right now. Funding is tight. We're trying to save for a house. I've put over $7,000 into car repairs in the last 18 months. We've been derailed, and sometimes our food decisions are based on our financial situation. But I'm done with that. I'm gonna be making more videos about how we're eating, food planning, because I'm pathetic on food planning, and yeah, we're gonna make some changes. So yeah, that's it. Not an entertaining video, but it's this one's more for me than for you. But if you wanna leave some comments, cheer me on. Yeah, whatever. Love you guys. Thanks for following me. Do the whole subscribe and all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you on every video. But yeah, if you're making bad food decisions, there ain't nobody but you to blame. So when I'm looking here at this 400-pound body and my wife who might have to have surgery, I blame myself. And there ain't no other way around that. So it's time to change. I'm drawing the line. And if you've watched this whole entire video, I'm about 12 and a half minutes into it. Thank you very much. That's it. All right, till next time.